Imagine growing up in a world where your future path seemed almost pre-written, largely based on whether you were a boy or a girl. What kind of childhood did that create, and how much did parents in the 1950s intentionally guide their children into these specific roles? Yes, 1950s parenting certainly played a significant role in defining kids' gender roles. This was a central and largely unquestioned aspect of child-rearing during that era, shaping expectations and behaviors from a very young age. This emphasis on distinct gender roles stemmed from a powerful post-World War II societal push for stability and traditional family structures. After years of wartime upheaval, there was a widespread desire to return to what was considered a normal, idealized family life, often reinforced by booming economic prosperity and suburban growth. Media, including popular television shows, magazines, and even school textbooks, consistently presented boys as future providers and girls as future homemakers, creating a strong cultural blueprint for parents to follow. Parents actively, though often unknowingly, reinforced these roles through daily interactions and opportunities. Boys were typically encouraged in activities that fostered independence, strength, and leadership, such as sports or helping with yard work. Girls, on the other hand, were guided towards domestic skills, nurturing play, and developing an attractive appearance, often helping with household chores or playing with dolls. This wasn't about malice, but rather a deeply ingrained societal belief about what constituted a happy and successful future for each gender. A fascinating detail reflecting this era is the widespread adoption of color coding for babies and young children, with pink becoming definitively associated with girls and blue with boys. This wasn't always the case historically, but it solidified in the 1950s, visually reinforcing gender at the earliest possible age. Educational curricula also reflected this, with subjects like shop class often designed for boys and home economics for girls, preparing them for distinctly different adult responsibilities. Ultimately, 1950s parenting created a world with very clear and distinct expectations for boys and girls, intending to prepare them for what society deemed their proper adult functions. While this provided a sense of order and predictability, it also meant that individual talents or interests that deviated from these norms were often gently, or sometimes not so gently, redirected back towards the accepted path, leaving a lasting imprint on a generation.